Right.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Wait, one more time.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Yeah. All right, shalom, everybody. Let's clap it up. All right, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching the truth since 1969. We're under Commander General YAHANNA. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible. All right, my name is Nakar, Officer 1000, stationed here in Philadelphia. All right, we're going live, Trenton, New Jersey. You understand? Also, as well, you know, shout out to Officer Mathumyad. You know, man, it's so much that's going on. These biblical law classes are important. All right, give me Mark 3 and 25. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. What's going on in America right now? All been prophesied. All these things been prophesied. Nothing that's happening right now is new. Whenever you get it, you can read it.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Say it one more time.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Say it. Read it one more time for everybody in the back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I was just trying to see the screen.
No, you good.
Okay. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Listen, this house called America is falling. The white nation is falling. You understand? Trump is breaking alliances. Trump is breaking promises. And even within in politics, Republicans is going against Republicans. You know, Republicans is going against Democrats. And these people are under the same umbrella. You know, Trump is going against the farmers. Trump is going against major corporations. A lot of these corporations is being taxed, and now they taxing the consumers what is called tariffs. You know, it's a hellhole in America. You understand? This house is being divided. You see the protesting going on in the streets. So from what I was told, Donald Trump just said he's pulling 700 ICE agents off the streets of Minnesota. You want to know why he's doing that? Because he's doing it because he knows that he's further dividing his constituents. You understand? He knows that his party is falling. You understand? And is even causing division within its own supporters. Where you have one is the other side of his supporters saying Trump is doing the wrong things. Then you have the other side saying that he's doing the right things. I'm gonna tell you another thing that is putting a divide and a strain on America. The fact about these Epstein files. These Epstein files is showing itself. It is showing that there's so many people with a hand in the pot. It's ridiculous. Joe Biden could have released them. Now you hear the Democrats, they making a big fuss. Oh my gosh, you need to release the Epstein files. Release them. Why are you holding back? But the whole time when Joe Biden was in office, he had full reign to release the files. Why didn't he do it? Why didn't the Democrats push for him to do it and go this hard for him to do it? Because the Democrats want to get back in power so that they can get their money back. Because Donald Trump hit their pockets. If Donald Trump didn't hit Democrat pockets, you understand? If Donald Trump played the quiet game, how Democrats play the quiet game, Democrats won't be saying nothing. Because they will still be getting their money. They'll still be able to have their hand in the pot. But Donald Trump been cutting their water off, and they don't like it. You understand? So now they want to act like they have these morals. And here's the thing. We so stupid. Give me Hosea 4:6. We so stupid. We're believing that these politicians can save us, that these politicians mean well to us. The only one that mean well to our people in a real way, the way how the Most High said to do it, is the I.S.U.P.K. It's us. We're the ones that sacrificing our lives day and night with little to no money. We not rich. We working 9 to 5 just like you. We live in paycheck to paycheck like you, but we care enough about our people. Politicians can learn from us. We don't need to learn from politicians. I pray you understand. Read what you got.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. This is something that we need to understand what's going on in our community. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Right now, we're living in the time period where we have a white man in office that goes by the name of Donald Trump, and you have his constituents like Stephen Miller, that is full on attack when it comes to Black and Hispanic and Native American history. He is on full attack mode, taking down monuments, taking down plaques, the whole nine, because he feels as though that Black people they only get in that glory because white people want to feel apologetic. But let me tell you something about Donald Trump and all his other constituents that he rolls with. None of them have enough heart to die for their own people. Most of them never even served in the military. Donald Trump is a Dodge. He's what do they call it? He's what is it? A draft dodger. Donald Trump is a draft dodger. What can Donald Trump tell me and you? What can he say? Oh yeah, you don't deserve it because you only got it because you Black, you're Hispanic, Native American. Let me tell you something about y'all. Want to know some Black history? Black people been saving white people asses, especially America asses, before they even got their damn independence. How do you think they won them wars? How do you think they won them battles? Because they had niggas on the front line. And the niggas and the Native Americans and the Hispanics, we helped the white man win that war. And after the war was over, we was treated like garbage. It was white men that we saved their behinds. They seen a glimpse of God, Abad, and they used to fight for us. Some of them white men would fight for us like, man, he deserves this brother, this Black, Hispanic, Native American deserve the same treatment that we getting. I seen him kill soldiers, drag us back to the medic camp so that we can be fixed up. This man deserved his land. He deserved his money. He deserved to be remembered for what he did on that battlefield. You know what them white men told him? The white men that wasn't on the battlefield? No. You want to know what was being said to them brothers and sisters? What was being said to them brothers when they came back in them towns? That they don't deserve to wear the uniform and they don't deserve to fight next to a white man. Is you out your damn mind? America is only great because of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. America is one of the best countries in the world because of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Other countries will love for us to come there. Do you understand what Canada would do if black and brown people went in there and just started building up everything and spending money everywhere, creating all types of new technology, the whole nine? Do you understand that Africans want us to come back to Africa because they know that if we come back to their country, it's just going to be amazing? Can you imagine if Native Americans and Hispanics dwelt together and black people dwelt together on them reservations? What we can do in a blink of an eye. Next thing you know, the reservation is going to look like Las Vegas. We can do everything. We can build skyscrapers. We can do everything, Abad. We can get on the farm. We not attend the crops and animals. Right now, I gotta show you this damn video, man. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick because I came across this video, right? And this video is this white man crying. He's crying like he's damn near in tears. I'm gonna let y'all hear it because this white man was. When I say this white man is sad, I thought he was about to cry on video. I want to see it. Do I have it on this? Do I have it on this one? I've been saving so many videos I bought. Boom, boom. Let me see. MAGA farmers go bankrupt. Let's hear this.
Destroying these red state farmers who voted for him, and we're going to be right back.
Now, I've never been as worried as I am now about whether or not my kids and grandkids will be able to carry on.
He said, I love you, Mr. Trump. I need to see the fruit.
Let me tell you what that white man. Let me tell you what that white man said. He said, "I voted for Mr. Trump, and I want to see the fruit. I want to see the fruit." You know what that means? He wants to see the fruit of him voting for Donald Trump. And with these white people, they are so stupid. This farmer, he needs Hispanic workers, or he's going to have to pay Americans. Remember, white people always say they're taking our jobs. They're taking our jobs. So, okay, now when they go work on them farms, they can't work as fast. They can't work as hard, nor do they want to stay there for a long period of time like a Hispanic, nor do they want to get the wages that are Hispanic. So now this white man damn near got to pay this man $100,000 a year, and he can't keep up on the supply and demand that he's used to supplying. So do you know what happens when a farmer can't uphold their end of the bargain? They get sued for millions of dollars because they didn't produce enough. They didn't give the distributors, the distribution companies enough carrots. They didn't give them enough blueberries, enough Brussels sprouts. You get what I'm saying? Like Trump didn't said the hell with them. He gave Argentina the bailout, $40 billion he gave to Argentina. All because what? Argentina kissed Donald Trump's ass just the right way with his tongue out. But you, Mr. Whiteman, all y'all that voted for Donald Trump, y'all sick right now. Why? Because the House is divided. The house is being divided because the Lord is allowing it to happen. You hated Hispanics, you hated black people and Native American people so much that you will willingly give up your riches, give up your generational wealth just to see us suffer. And I thank you. Let's give them a hand, Abba. We thank you, Mr. White Man and Mr. White Woman, because now we get to sit back and watch you realize that you are one of the biggest idiots on the face of the earth. That's like if you have how can I say it? You have a lottery ticket. Let's say you have a lottery ticket and you flush it down the toilet. That's exactly what you do. You got this lottery ticket and you won. You won the lottery. But because you're so stupid, you flushed the lottery ticket down the drain. That's what white people did when they wanted to support ICE and wanted them to abuse black and brown people. That's what white people did. And I thank you for it. Thank you for showing your racism. Thank you for showing your ignorance. Like, how can you hate someone so much that you would flush millions? They getting sued, Abad. They're getting sued as we speak because they can't produce the demand that they signed up for. They signed these big contracts. Let me tell you something about these farmers. A lot of these white farmers been oppressing black farmers, oppressing Hispanic Native American farmers. You go do your research. They was working hand in hand with the USDA when it came down to destroying black businesses when it came to them farms. When white people try to tell me and you that we're wrong for bringing up their crimes and that we're victimizing themselves, tell them to go fuck themselves, man. Salaki for my language. But that's what you got. That's damn near what you got to tell them. Because what they have done to them black farmers is horrendous. If you go look, you will find that they gave, so you had to turn in your seeds. You got to turn in your seeds, Abad. You can't just use any seed. You got to use the correct seed that the USDA say that you must use. And when you use the seed, you know, you're going to get crops, and you're like, they make sure that whatever you're producing, they stay on top of it. Do you know that they gave fake seeds to black and brown farmers? So now when they're trying to produce their supply and meet up with their demand, you know what's happening? They can't produce. Now let's say that they have a contract with a big supplier. They got to make sure that they can meet the demand quarterly. You understand? They got to make sure that they are producing enough, whatever this produce need. Well, if they looking for a bunch of tons of potatoes by time August hit, and they done gave you dud seeds, what you gonna do? These people is out of pocket. These people cannot be trusted, and they're going to continue to suffer. They're going to continue to suffer. I'm gonna tell you how evil. I'm gonna tell you how evil these people are. These people don't even care about the woman that been abused, Democrat nor Republican, nobody, because they should have been stepped up and did something about them Epstein files. Ben should have did it. And for the Republicans to try to act like, you know, they said, yeah, there's nothing wrong with partying with Jeffrey Epstein. Is you out your damn mind? How much integrity can you say that you have out loud again? To say that it is okay to party with Jeffrey Epstein, you was out of your damn mind. Me and Abad, right? Me and Officer Abad, we not about to party with anybody. If we know that nigga is a serial killer, we know that nigga do nothing but sell drugs and destroy the community, we ain't kicking it with him. You understand? Because what that individual does is way out of pocket. Now, do that mean that we don't sit down with sinners and try to show brotherhood to them? Yes, because this thing right here is bigger than all of us. Our job is to go out and fish our brothers in the world. Shout out to Ken Tazariak. I didn't see Ken. Yeah, shout out to Ken Tazariak. I seen Ken Tazariak sit with some people. I was like, sir, you better than me. You know what I mean? I'm learning. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm learning, and I have learned, and I learned how to deal with different individuals from different backgrounds, different people that believe in certain things that we don't align ourselves with, right? Because the major thing is to save our brothers, to save our sisters. So now I can have a full-blown conversation with a woman that does OnlyFans and make her feel as though that I am a brother to her. You understand? She doesn't have to talk. When I talk to the sister, it's not like I'm judging her. Now, of course, in my tone, I'm letting her know you are a young lady. You are a young lady to me. You understand? Because I'm a priest of the Lord. I don't give a damn about what the hell you got going on. You are a young lady. I'm going to remind you that you're a young lady. You should have some respect. How do I do that? Show you respect. You can't sit there and go hang with Jeffrey Epstein. This cat was up there trafficking little girls. What the hell are you talking about? You can party with Jeffrey Epstein. But that's what these politicians are saying. If you're a Republican or a Democrat, if you align yourself with these politicians, you are stupid. I got into politics, I say, in the last year, and I submerged myself in it because it's like watching reality TV, and I'm seeing what's going on in politics. And I can tell you this, I truly don't understand how people can really believe in it. If you white, black, anything, you can be red. I don't understand how you can put your trust into these people. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I can see if you like a filthy rich white man, you know what I'm saying? But some way, somehow, Donald Trump is going to do something that's going to mess with what you got going on. Especially if Donald Trump, let me tell you how idiotic Donald Trump is. Donald Trump literally went before the whole world and said that he wanted to take Greenland. Do you understand that? Hold on. Do you understand how dumb that is? You have an ally within the European countries. If something goes down, y'all all took an oath to stand with each other. Why would you ever want to go against your own allies, your own companions? These are the people that you want to, keep your friends. You get what I'm saying? You want to have good relationships. You want to make them feel loved and cared about. That's what you want to do, because here in the I.S.U.P.K, we love one another. You get what I'm saying? We love one another. We're not going to sit up there and try to harm one another or threaten one another. We don't got to get down like that because we got brotherhood. But Donald Trump, oh, we want Greenland and we're going to get it now. And all his little minions was on the internet, all in the press conferences. Yeah, Donald, we're going to take it by force and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Offer Donald Trump to go over to the United Kingdom, go over to the UK and say, I'm not going to take Greenland, even though I would really want it, but it's just it's just a land of ice anyway. I'm not going to take Greenland. I'm not going to take it. Yeah, everybody take a deep breath. Really, what he wanted to do is show that he had power, because Donald Trump suffers from a man that has a little penis. You know, they said that in the Epstein files too, right? The girls was laughing at his ride. You understand? So Donald Trump, he has to fulfill his ego. He made a representative from Venezuela, like damn near pressured her into giving him the Nobel, where she earned the Nobel Peace Prize, doing what she's supposed to be doing for people. She had to give it to Donald Trump to rub his ego, because he really wanted that. He really wanted the Nobel Peace Prize. I'll read it to you. Hold on. It get crazy, man. That's it right there.
This is from Vivian Carter Smith. Dump Trump. Donald works for what he wants, not for us. Or
Yeah. Shout out to Vivian. Let's get Vivian in here. Because what you're saying is true. Like Donald Trump would pimp out his own daughter, and I'm not surprised if he ain't already do it. Go in there, go ahead, sex with that Saudi Arabian man. He gonna give us five. He giving me $5 million. Go in there and go make sure I'll cut you off. Don't worry about it, honey. Go in there. Donald Trump is that type of individual. He'll sell his own daughter. Good night. The oil that he took from Venezuela, you know that ain't going to the Federal Reserve. All that money is going to him. So now the Trump family has oil. But white people want to get mad at us. And hold on real quick. Hold on. Hold up. Find the letter that Donald Trump written to, I think is Norway. Jonah. I think it's Jonah. I think his name was Jonah, talking about the yeah. Get that letter. I'm gonna show y'all how insane this dude Donald Trump is. Like he straight up wrote the the organization that distributes the Nobel Peace Prize. He literally wrote these guys. And I want you, whenever you get it, just read it. You still need time?
no, I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right. Because I'm gonna show you something. Like what Donald Trump does is he likes to stir up fear in people because it makes them feel good. Again, Donald Trump suffered from a thing called small penis energy. You understand? Donald Trump is not respected by his peers. He wants to be respected. He don't want to be he doesn't want to look like a fool anymore. So what he does is he show his power. That's why he knocked down the east wing or the west wing of the White House. So now every time you ride past the damn White House, you see nothing but rubble, because Donald Trump wants to show the world that he can do whatever he wants, and he wants to be a dictator so bad. He looks at Putin, and he look at Kim Jong-un and see these men as martyrs. He see them as something that is to be respected. That's why he came up with he tried to make his own little council of nations so that he can, I put this peace thing together and you give me $1 billion so that you can sign up and sit down at the table. Do you understand $1 billion is nothing to a rich country? So he got these men. It's almost like Dr. Evil. Remember when Dr. Evil said, I want $1 million? And everybody just looking at him like, yo, are you serious? But that's how idiotic Dr. Evil is. And that's the same way that Donald Trump is. Read the joint that you got right here.
Yes, sir. This is the White House letter that Donald Trump sent to Jonas. Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace. Although it will always be predominant, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect the land from Russia or China. And why do they have a right of ownership anyway? There are no written documents. It's only that a boat landed there hundreds of years ago, but we have had boats landing there also. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding. And now NATO.
So hold on. Donald Trump, he said he did what?
I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding.
said I have done more for NATO. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump has done nothing. He had done nothing. He said the other day that he was going to. He told Putin and him agreed that Putin wasn't going to bomb into what is that, Ukraine for 7 days, because they're over there. It's like -4 degrees right now. It's like extremely cold. He said, "Yeah, I talked to Putin. Putin is a man of his word." Do you know what Putin did later on that night? He bombed. He bombed Ukraine. And everybody was like, I thought that you said Trump, you said that he was going to stop. Well, when I did say that, that was at the time frame of when I did say it. He's a liar. He's a liar. And like, this man has dementia. This man is insane. Look, like he said, this is what he said. He said, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, he acts like a child. But white people will vote for this man. White people will look at me and you and say that we're wrong for not voting for Donald Trump, that we're idiots, that we victimize ourselves. They're going to say every last thing that they can say about us. But if you look at what this man is saying, because he didn't win a Nobel Peace Prize, when your kid doesn't win a prize, they didn't win a gold medal, a silver or a bronze, so they didn't win nothing at all, right? They won the least. You know, they lost a basketball game, they lost a beauty pageant, whatever. Wouldn't you teach your child, hey, you know, you ain't gonna be able to win them all, baby. You ain't gonna be able to win them all, baby boy. That's what you're gonna tell them. You understand? You're gonna say, yo, man, you know, you don't get upset about that, because you go harder and next time you might win. Now, Donald Trump, you know what he was trying to go off? He was trying to go off that he stopped the war in Israel and Gaza. I just seen a little kid in Gaza being roped up to a back of a vehicle, planted face down, and drove for a mile over there in Israel. That's what the Israelis is doing. Don't get me started on the Israelis. The Israelis are some of the biggest punks on the face of the earth, because when Iran started throwing them damn bombs at them, they was up there calling to every damn God. They wasn't calling on to Yeshua, but they was praying to Buddha. They prayed to Jesus. I heard one of them say, Jesus, please help us. Had a whole yarmulke on, because listen, let me tell you something. Jewish people know who they can play with. And the reason why Epstein was around, because Epstein was the man to get political individuals compromised, to get intel on what was going on. You think these the Israelis, they fund both sides of the coin. They service Republicans and Democrats. That's why all them politicians, they all go over to Israel to kiss the wall. They do it. They all do it. The men will put a yarmulke on and go kiss the wall. You know what I mean? The woman will go over there and kiss the wall. Why? Because they got to show their allegiance to Israel. Netanyahu ain't getting away with murder the way he is. You know, Madamni, he put a warrant out for Netanyahu arrest. You know that? If he ever set foot in New York, he get arrested. I'll be honest, go look it up. You know what I mean? You don't gotta look it up now, but let's get back to the letter. Because everybody wanna, look at what's going on in these politics like it's a joke. It's a lot going on. And this is why we gotta be we have to ensure ourselves in these scriptures. We gotta ensure ourselves with the Most High. Right. Because we're dealing with real life idiots. Right. Like Donald Trump, he was given money. So he doesn't really have no real grounding in life. They said he laughed. His family said when his father was diagnosed with dementia, he laughed. He laughed at his pop. You get what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump he's on record being a damn pedophile. You understand? Saying that, yeah, you see that little girl right there? In 10 years, I'm gonna be having sex with her. Who think about little girls like that as a grown man? We all see R. Kelly. We crucify R. Kelly. All these white people, when Diddy got caught up, you know what I mean, in the law, and his face was everywhere, white people was grilling Diddy. But Donald Trump don't get grilled. So, what is it saying right here? It says, considering your country decided not to give the Nobel Peace Prize for, what is it?
For having
stopped 8 wars. Plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although I will always be predominant, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China. You do know that the reason why NATO exists is to fend off China and Russia and anybody else that want to invade into anywhere in that area. The real reason why he wanted to get into Greenland and really thought about it really heavily is because he wants the minerals. The minerals that is there is good for AI, making chips, and that's what he want to do. You understand? That's all it ever really was. And Donald Trump is a joke.
Right.
You understand? But we're gonna get into these Epstein files. Let's get into it, Bob. You understand? Give me Zephaniah 2:1, man.
Yes, sir.
Give me Zephaniah 2:1, Bubba Shaw.
This is the book of Zephaniah, to the 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
The Lord said, man, gather yourselves together. What you're seeing right here, man, is what's going on in the world today. Is just showing you the reason why we got to come together. Like, we don't need to come together because Alex Peretti and Renee, what was her name? Renee what? Goodman? I don't know the white woman name that got shot, but I know it's Renee. And that shouldn't be our concern. Why? Because we had enough of our people die and be mishandled by ICE this year alone and last year. You know, so when it comes down to even understanding those 2 white people that got shot, the Lord allowed that to happen so that white people can see what we've been going through for over 400 years. The problem that they created and they need to fix. That's why they died. Because it's time for white people to see the monsters that they have created.
Right.
It's time to see the garbage that's in their backyard. Remember Charlie Kirk. Look at the connections. Charlie Kirk, right before, when he was going around to these college campuses, his main thing was to always talk about black and brown problems. But he never spoke about white people problems. He never talked about how white people need to stop getting high on drugs, that white men need to stop molesting children, that white men need to stop. If you have on a badge, you should be protecting your people and not abusing your people. What happened to Alex Peretti and Renee Good, whatever her last name is, that happened to us all the time. So many black people, you can talk to black people and say, yeah, man, you know, have you ever faced police brutality or been harassed by cops? Hell yeah. Everybody in that room gonna say that they all experienced it. Now let's go to a room full of white people and ask, have y'all ever been harassed by by police or suffer police violence? And they're gonna say 9 out of 10, they're gonna say no. They're gonna say no. Charlie Kirk should have been making sure that he stopped white people from harming black and brown people, straight up and down. That's what he should have been focusing on. Fixing white people to stop having so much hate in their heart. Stop robbing the world. That's what he should have been focusing on. But his focus on was what the last words that came out of his mouth before he was unalive. And now, fast forward, we got white men defending pedophiles. Donald Trump is a pedophile. He's a rapist. And he should be treated as such. A man with his name in the Epstein files over 5,000 times. You got Republicans saying, "Oh, see, it's allegations. It's allegations." How come Donald Trump is not in the emails? They've been friends since the 90s. How come Donald Trump? So you telling me that Donald Trump never had any communication with Epstein via email? Bob, what you think? This dude Trump sent him a letter, a weird letter at that, for his birthday. You don't think that they never had no emails? The reason why his emails wasn't released, because if his emails were released that he had to Epstein, it would straight up and down just slam the hammer on him, because Donald Trump, he's a sick individual. If he can tell the world that he's going to be dating, as he look at this little girl, I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Like, and I asked a white man that on Instagram. I said, I guess you'll allow Donald Trump, because he was all, pro-Trump. I said, dang, you the type of person that you'll allow Donald Trump to say in front of your face that he's gonna be dating your daughter in 10 years. You will allow him to do it because you that type of special slave, and you that type of special ignorant individual. And that boy, he couldn't say nothing else, because he know what I'm saying is right. That's what type of person you is. Just admit it. If you, like, for the love of me, you supposed to care about the victims. Nobody give a damn about the victims. Not the Democrats nor the Republicans. Am I lying about what? How come these Epstein files ain't been come out? Epstein killed himself, what, in 2019? How come the Epstein files ain't come out yet? So when Joe Biden was president, you had from 2020 to 2024, nothing was produced. Nothing was produced. And then with Donald Trump, and here's the thing: Donald Trump ran. And this is something that Republicans got. If you Republican, whatever you want to believe, notice that Donald Trump ran his whole program on the whole notion that the Epstein files need to be released. He was running with that. That was his bread and butter. Y'all didn't release the Epstein files. Now he get into office. Yo, you gonna release the Epstein? Oh, it's a hoax. I don't know why everybody's worrying about it. Don't worry about that. Our country is doing great. We're doing much work. The people was like, hold up now. And that's when he started dividing the country, because you got one side of MAGA that's like, well, we care about the kids. I ain't with all that. Why you ain't releasing them files, dog? Release the files. And then you got the other side that's agreeing with everything that he's saying. You got this journalist that go by the name of Alex Jones. Alex Jones and took a check, because he got sued for that Sandy Hook comments, and now he's like running the whole Trump train. Like, he tried to claim that he's an independent. But boy, he straight up said, well, I don't see any foul play with Jeffrey with Donald Trump. You know, I don't see anything. I think that this is just a way that the left is trying to destroy the right and destroy Donald Trump. But I don't see anything wrong. Even his supporters are saying, yo, you done sold out. Because the Alex Jones that I used to watch when I was in the world, Alex Jones had smoke for everybody. I'm saying everybody. He was going through files. He didn't care if he was Democrat or Republican. Now, he didn't, ran into them financial troubles. Elon and said, I'm going to give you your platform back. Now he's sitting there. He doing everything for Donald Trump. And that is how this world is operating. Don't get yourself caught up in this political nonsense. Look at it for what it is. Look at what's happening in the world. Look at how these people is moving and operating. And you take yourself and you get in class and you learn how to serve the Lord the right way. They taking away our history. You don't got to worry about that. We have all the history you need here. We'll break it down to you to the Father, because that's why we're here. And seeing black people all messed up about, oh man, they erasing our history. Let them. Who cares? They took away the image of God. They took away the image of Jesus Christ, the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth.
Right.
They took away the image of Christ's mother. You understand? Told us that his father was God, as if the Most High is Zeus or something. You get what I'm saying? Like, them Greek mythology movies, man, and all those stories, they got down what they got down like that, having sex with another man's wife and all of that, got her pregnant. Now she pregnant with a demigod in her stomach. This ain't that. We allow these people to lie to us too much. They didn't cover so many damn faces. Is ridiculous. They were literally in the Renaissance era went in and started removing the pigment on the pictures that was painted of black and brown people, man and woman. They didn't give a damn. They lightened the hell out of those pictures. So when it comes down to just coming together, like Zephaniah 2:1 say, and Ephesians 4:4, it is very important for us to come together so that we can be stronger. We're stronger together. Right. We need brotherhood. We need sisterhood. Right? All of the turning up and having sex and getting high and living your best life, those days are over. Right. They should have been over, but they over now. And that's what you need to get in your head. It's time to wake up. All the chase and tell, chase and ride, getting high all the damn time, being angry. Like, being an Israelite, people think that we angry people. We're not angry. We at peace. You want to know why? Because we know who we are. When you know who you are, it's supposed to give another sign of peace. It's another way of peace for you, where you understand who you are and you truly understand your purpose. Because when you read the Bible, you understand your purpose. White people is going to be white people. Don't allow white people to dictate your emotions. You understand? Like, yes, they do things that is out of pocket. But what I mean is, don't allow them to drive you into sin. Right. I got people calling my phone. I had to talk them out the ledge because people is tired. Our people is tired. The white man done did too much. He started trying to mess with the food stamps. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you got to mess with the food stamps, Trump. And he was trying hard. One breath, he was saying, oh, I'm not going to take it away. It's the Democrats. I'm going to sign it, and I'm going to give everybody their money. And then the next breath, he had the court talking about, no, they don't need the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane, man. We come together, and we can feed ourselves. We got pantries in the school as we speak, where if people hungry, you need food, come get it. Because that's what men of the Lord are supposed to do. We're supposed to feed the flock. We're supposed to protect the flock. These classes is feeding you and protecting you. You know, us calling you, making sure you good, you checking in, you doing, you know, following orders. That's because we're feeding the flock and protecting the flock. We got a job to do. This ain't for play.
Right.
When you pick up this Bible, understand it's not for play. Right. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 58. Please. Like all throughout this Bible, man, these scriptures will speak to you. Read what you got.
Sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book,
that is written in this book, like the Most High said that we must. Hold on, what?
You said 58?
Somebody just got kidnapped. I guess some white woman. Some white woman. Hold on. I want to get something real quick. Hold on. Read it one more time.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 58.
Uh-huh.
If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God. Verse 59.
So if you see what it said, man, it's like the Lord wants you to be obedient. He wants you to do the right thing. Like he said, man, keep the commandments, man, before the Lord wanted to deal with you. Like, when it comes down to us being in America, the greatest defense we can ever have is the Lord on our side. Straight up and down. Like, you can have a gun, you can have yourself a bunker, you can have all of that thing. If you don't have the Lord on your side, your chances of winning is slim. You have so many people that try to do what the I.S.U.P.K does, but in a whole nother way, and it never works. We've seen many fake Israelite groups come together, and it doesn't work. You want to know why? Because the Lord ain't with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got I.U.I.C, Sakari, both came out that it's a homosexual child predator group. Both of the groups got funny money going on in it. One leader is sending dick pics to his members of his the Israelite fake group, and then you got the other group in Sakari. They leader like getting dildos put in his behind. One of the members got picked up for child pornography. You know what I mean? And then the other person that was under the guy that the leader that liked things in his ass, he was found going to gay parades here in Philly. If you live in Philly, you know if you down 13th Street with your friend is gay and you going to a parade, you don't even gotta be from Philly to understand that's gay. That's Gipper work. But that's what these individuals do in these fake groups. So when we say, hey, this the home of the truth, understand that we saying that with all honesty. Right. And it ain't about no ego. It ain't about none of that. It's about doing the right thing. Literally, Sakari leader was found. It was founded that he admitted it, that he bought a pegging kick. I don't know if y'all understand what a pegging is, but that's when a woman put on a strap on and had sex with a man anally. That's what he liked. That's what he signed up for. That's what he liked. And then he wanted to watch her have sex with a white man. You know what I mean? He wanted to watch her have sex with a white man, and he wanted to watch it. He's a cuck. He was asking, I just want to please you. It sounded when he was saying these things about the things that he was doing with his wife, it sounded gay. It sounded like a man that doesn't have masculinity. You understand? And once he was exposed and people held him accountable and he tried to call himself going back to teaching, and people were like, hold on, how the hell are you trying to teach? Like, how you going to just repent like that and think that you about to teach the next week? Oh, hell no. What the hell you doing? So now he's back to gang banging. You understand? Trying to make money off of content, talking about throw the eggplants in the chat. Throw the peaches and the eggplants in the chat. Trying to capitalize off of the fact that he likes a woman to put on a strap on a dildo and have sex with him anally. This was a Israelite, a fake Israelite group leader. And people would tell us, oh, he got some truth, man. He know the truth, man. He a part of the truth. Y'all brothers got to stop being like that. Oh, why y'all being like that? Why YAHANNA? That's your brother. The same man that it came out that he abused civilians, black civilians at that, when he was a cop, a detective, and the two black boys, how did it go? The two black boys, he abused them, right? I think he beat the hell out of the two black boys. Come to find out that they was innocent and he wasn't. And the second one, it was a warrant for arrest. He bust through the door. You understand? I think he attacked the dog. I think he kicked the dog. It was a sister. The sister didn't have no clothes on. Had her get down on the ground, took her outside, abused the other people that was in the house. And when it went to court, they settled out in court. But and also, let's not talk about how Bishop Nathaniel was accused of sending his rod, a picture of his rod, to members in his congregation. One of his captains was voguing in the school. I got the videos. The videos is out there. They said, the hell with Trayvon Martin. The same captain that I said that was voguing, yeah, they was dancing to what's that group? What is that damn group that sang Promise? Jagged Edge. They was in a cabin, and this sister was looking at the camera like, yo, these dudes is really gay. Like, and this was somebody's wife. These cats was like, oh man, here go Captain. He coming through. And they listening to Jagged Edge. Is at nighttime. They in there pop locking, doing all that dancing. He come in there like, yeah, y'all know I'm the man of dancing. And start dancing, start break dancing to some damn slow jams. Y'all supposed to be men of the Lord, though. These fake Israelite groups. If y'all go and learn from them, just remember, we told you about Sakari, and you found out that the leader of Sakari liked women to put on dildos and insert it inside of his rectum. That's what he likes. He admitted it to the world. Remember, y'all told us that we should follow him and we should join him. Remember, you said that. Remember, the same people, IUIC, that you tell us to join. Remember Joy Morgan. And if you don't know who Joy Morgan is, Joy Morgan was a sister that lived in the UK. Africans is not supposed to be in the congregation of Israel. Well, according to IUIC, Africans is involved and they can come into their congregation. Well, they allowed this African into the congregation. This African raped and murdered that sister, threw her in the ditch in the woods, and act like he didn't know anything about where the hell she was at. They said he came back to the school like nothing was wrong. A whole investigation goes through. He finally admits what he did. IUIC didn't do anything for the mother. They were still collecting tithes from her after she was dead. The mother was on national TV. You can go look it up. The mother said that the school didn't do anything to comfort me. They barely speak to me. They don't even give a damn about me. when the court date happened, none of them had on purple. They had on civilian clothes, still didn't acknowledge the mother. But you want me and Abad and the rest of I.S.U.P.K to join them and have this unwaverly brotherhood with these cats. You was out your damn mind. We'll never promote them. We'll never tell anybody to listen to a thing from them. I don't care. They tell you Jesus is black. I'm going to tell you, Jesus is black with all capitals. Of course, I'm playing. But you got to understand that this path is not wide. It's not a wide journey. This is a very narrow path. You understand? And everybody ain't going to walk through this path. We understand it because we walk it. A lot of people want to do what they want to do because they feel as though they grown. Let me ask you something. You feel like you so grown. Why the hell you got so many damn failed relationships? Why the hell you can't get off of damn drugs? Why the hell anybody that ever deal with you want to get away from you? Huh? Why the hell you ain't serving the Lord correctly? Who gives a damn if you're grown? I'm a grown man. Can't no other man tell me what to do. Negro, you go into the military, you go to work. You're gonna do what somebody tell you to do. If your manager tell you, hey, we need you to pack 12 boxes by 1 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock right now. We're gonna need you to get to it. You're gonna get to it. But because men of the Lord, and we have rank and we have structure, we structure ourselves as our ancestors did in the days of old. Oh, they can't nobody tell me what to do. You's a damn fool. You understand? You're a damn fool and you domesticated. You are a man that can't follow. You can't lead anybody because you can't be a good follower. How the hell are you going to lead somebody? You got to learn how to lead. You got to learn how to lead. You got to learn how to lead men. But a lot of cats out here, they feel as though they want to be the big smoke. They want to be commanding general. They want to be able to do everything, and everything got to go their way. And that's just how it got to go, Abad. You understand? Can't nobody tell them to do anything. You ask them to, hey, can you load the camp equipment? I ain't doing that. I'm a man. I'm a man, Abad. Fools, man. Don't think like that. But we're going to get to it, though. Let's get into some of these Epstein files. I done held those long enough. Right? Let's get into it. So, boom, let's get to it. I got the files right here. All right. So, let's get to it. So, you have a lot of redactions going on with these Epstein files. And if you don't know what a redaction is, it just means that they block out certain information. Most of the time, redaction is supposed to protect innocent people. So that's like if, let's say, somebody gave a tip or gave some information, right? They can block the name out from the files, right? So that person can stay safe. But here's the thing. People that are guilty, their names should not be redacted because they have committed a crime. They show signs of guilt. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what the hell I'm talking about. This message was sent to Jeffrey Epstein Thursday, January 17, 2013 at 4:43 p.m. All right. And Jeffrey Epstein, his email was gvacation. Epstein ran a whole pedophile ring, and politicians would go to this island for vacation. You know who wanted to go there very bad and never got a chance to go? Elon Musk. He was in the files saying, yo, he's emailing Jeffrey Epstein. He's like, yeah, man, just got back, man. Get with me, man. Like, send me a plane, helicopter, whatever, man. I'm trying to get to the island, man. I need some time just to unwind. You know, I gotta get there, man. You know, I'm ready to party. I want to go to one of your craziest parties. This is what Elon Musk is saying. Just a little FYI, in France, they raided X, Twitter. They call it X now. They raided Twitter, a little headquarters over there because of all of the foul things that have been going on with these Epstein files. And plus, Grok AI allows someone to put a bikini on a minor. Put that through your head. These individuals is sick. These individuals are sick, and this is why trusting white people is the dumbest thing that you can do. I had people getting mad at me because I seen a video of black people that was having, they had this video where, you know how they play a song and it's an AI generated video of all the people that was unalive. Well, it was nothing but black and Hispanic people. Trayvon Martin, George Floyd. You know who they gonna add at the end? Alex Peretti and the Renee chick that got shot in Minnesota. And then in the comments, I'm like, this was good, but without the last two. And people, people was getting mad at me. I said, well, goddamn, you got so many people. Sonya, what is Sonya Massey? Right, Sandra Bland. I mean, you name it. The one that was Fred Hampton. You got so many black, Hispanic, and Native Americans that you can choose from to put in this video. You're gonna put these two white individuals. Oh, well, there are people. They try to say I'm the problem. No, nigga, you the problem. Nigga, you the problem. I love us. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I love us. Go continue to AI generate more of our people that got unalive, especially the Hispanics that been fighting tooth and nail to make sure that America is great. Put them on there. You understand? How about us loving one another? We so merciful people, man. We love the white man even when the white man don't love us. And that's the problem. And I'm going to show you why. This is what it says. It says, new Brazilian just arrived. Sexy and cute. 9 years old. They redacted the name. Now, to all you people that want to be, I'm a Republican. Just know that if you black, Hispanic, Native American, even if you're damn white, I don't give a damn who you is. Your party just redacted the name from the person that sent this to Jeffrey Epstein. New Brazilian just arrived. Sexy and cute. 9 years old. This is emails. This ain't the allegation. This ain't the hotline. This is what's being said. Donald Trump emails. Where's his emails at? They said they got 3 million more files that ain't been released, and they're procrastinating on that. They're procrastinating on it. If we don't see anything with Donald Trump name on it when it comes to the emails, he's definitely hiding something. All right, let's keep going. So now,
I just found some more insane.
Hold on, I'm looking this up. Bobbity. Okay, so here go another one. This was on March 14th, on the 11th. Thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty. This was sent from an iPhone. They sent this. They was on the phone. Thank you for a fun night. Your little girl was very little naughty. This name was also redacted. The videos and pictures, I would never show them videos and pictures. I don't even want to save any of that information. They had little girls sleep. Little girls knocked out Jeffrey Epstein around. And Jeffrey Epstein was chasing around little girls and they giggling. These politicians don't give me where I think it's Isaiah chapter 30, where it talks about Pharaoh, the shadow of Pharaoh.
Yes, sir.
You can just get that for me and hold on to it for me. But it says, thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty. They redacted that name. How do that make you feel? Huh? Do that anger you? It should anger you. If you have any moral bone in your body, you should be upset at that and understand that these people can't be trusted. They cannot be trusted. How can you sit there and see a young girl and think that it's okay for you to prey on that little girl? You supposed to, white man, look, Charlie Kirk should have been focusing on saving little white girls away from these elitists. That's what he should have been doing. Not worrying about black people. That nigga was never going to come in the hood and change anything. Tell me this. I guarantee, listen, Charlie Kirk knew not to come to where the I.S.U.P.K teaches. He knew that he can go to them college campuses and talk to idiots. And that's another thing. These college students don't know nothing. These college students still learning life. So he's going to college students, rage baiting them. These people don't know nothing. He ain't never come to the I.S.U.P.K. Why he never sat down with Captain Tazariak? You want to know why? Because he understood the agenda. Don't go to those that will cut you to pieces. He tried to go over to the UK. You know that? The UK obliterated him. They said, what the hell are you talking about? You can't talk that nonsense with us. Yeah, I'm gonna find that video because he went over to the UK. He was just sitting there looking stupid. And they said, I ain't trying to hear none of that nonsense that you talking about. Y'all is evil just like we are. Don't sit out there and act like all that you talking about, none of that even makes sense. None of it is real. You got the right one. Charlie Kirk was just sitting there mad. He's like, you're not letting me talk. He's like, man, because what you saying is bullcrap. Charlie Kirk should have been making sure he protected little white girls from the people that put money in his pocket. Straight up like that. Got more. Oh, that's the same file. Give me a second. Oh, here's another thing. So I'm going to tell you how idiotic these people are and how insane. So a lawyer from the DOJ begs a judge to throw her in jail so she can sleep because the DOJ is working these people insanely at a high rate. They are doing all types of nonsense, all types of cover-ups, got people running from left to right, just to cover up Donald Trump's behind. I'm going to tell you, this is what I'm gonna show you the transcript. Let me see if I can find the transcript. I don't think I can see the transcript. I'm gonna let this white boy tell you. Hold on.
A Justice Department lawyer questioned Jerry Blackwell today, according to Paul Blum and Fox 9. He was demanding answers as to why so many court orders have been violated by ICE and by the Trump administration. She asked him to hold her in contempt of court so that she can just get 24 hours of sleep. She said that government lawyers simply cannot keep up with what ICE is doing right now and with what judges are ordering right now.
The DOJ is doing so much cover-ups. Do you know that? So everybody want to talk about Alex Peretti. Do you know that ICE threw away evidence? They can't find the gun. Do you know what's going to happen? Alex Peretti family is going to sue the hell out of them. They're going to be millionaires. They're going to be sitting up somewhere up in the hills like, damn, Alex, we wish you was here to experience this. Alex is dead, and they took his gun and threw it away. They got rid of evidence. You understand? They are not under oath saying that they would not tamper with evidence. They was sitting there tampering with evidence while they was there. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell you why you could never trust white people. A Hispanic sister was brought before Congress today, right? The House of Representatives. I think it was the House of Representatives of Congress, one of them on the Senate. They was having this hearing, and this sister, she got shot 7 times. No, I think she got shot 5 times. They got the messages between the ICE agents. The ICE agent, you know what the ICE agents did? They had made comments saying, yeah, she got shot 5. I shot her 5 times. Now she got 7 holes. Like, what? She had to find that out in the discovery that they made a mockery of her being shot 5 times. This is a woman, a Hispanic woman. Let's give her a hand, man, for being so damn strong. You know what I mean? Like our sisters always is. This sister is, it's sad to even talk about it because they said that this sister got shot. She got sent to the hospital. They did a little bit of procedures on her. They didn't even want her to survive. But the Lord didn't want her to die. Let's get the Lord. It's sad because that sister, she got shot 5 times. The doctors was trying to fix her up. You know what I mean? Because she bleeding. You know what I mean? Like she got bullet holes in her. And the ICE agent was like, yo, man, you gotta wrap this up. Like, she good, she right. She couldn't even get a chance to get hooked up to an IV and really sit there and allow herself to really get back to normal. Like, you could have at least handcuffed her to the damn bed. They said, no, she's getting deported. She's about to go into custody. And the hospital was like, we don't want to get involved. And they took her in a wheelchair, put her in the van, took her back to their precinct, which is insane that this sister had to go through that. And this is why, we always tell our people that, hey, you can't trust these white people, man. Right. Don't put your trust in politics because you're gonna fail. You're gonna lose yourself into their world. Their world is not meant for us to live in. Our world is meant for us to thrive in. You understand? Because these people is on a whole nother level. Jeffrey Epstein, it came out that they was eating babies, that they was murdering children. You understand? They said Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein was measuring how tight, these little girls were by putting their fingers inside of them. You understand? Well, which was sick. What is sickening, man? Bill Gates having all types of sex orgies on a damn island and hitting up Jeffrey Epstein for antibiotics because he didn't gave it to his wife, gave her a damn STD. You understand what I'm saying? Stephen Hawking's been to the island. I mean, everyone then went to this damn island. Said that Jay-Z and Pusha T is accused of going. Eminem is accused of being, yeah. You know what I mean? Harvey Weinstein, you understand, being involved on that island. Bill Clinton. They said Bill Clinton got a picture there's a picture of Bill Clinton and Epstein mansion with a damn dress on. Remember, they even came out saying in the emails talking about Donald Trump was giving blowjobs to Bill Clinton. They had a love affair, right? Which is insane. These files that's coming out, man. I mean, they had a dead baby in between 2 chickens, and they had to redact it. I said, what the hell is that in the middle? They said, look a little closer. All you see is a foot, a fetus foot, because they was impregnating these little girls, keeping them on the island. You know what I mean? Taking the baby out of them, and doing all types of rituals to these damn kids. Y'all ain't know? Jeffrey Epstein had a bank account with I think JP Morgan, and it was called Baal. If y'all know who Baal is, that was a ancient god that we used to serve in Israel, being a damn idiot. This man don't believe in God. He didn't even listen. He didn't want black children. He didn't want little black girls on his island. He said, I don't want the niggas. Don't send me them damn niggas. Get me white girls. That's what I want. Yeah. They said Donald Trump was doing all types of deals with the Saudis, talking about, they said, and they actually said that some of the evidence came out to be true. That they said Donald Trump, the girl, the victim said, she said, yeah, it's claw marks in that house. Said that he was, they had her drugged up in his house. And she was pregnant at the time. And, you know, she was, you know, trying to figure out, like, Donald Trump came there trying to see, you know, I can sell that to the Saudis. You know, the Saudis pay nice for it. You know what I mean? Give it to the Saudis. Like, Donald Trump is a pimp. You understand? He's a pimp. What they call a guerrilla pimp. You understand? This man was a brutal pimp. You understand? Pimping children, all of that. They said Donald Trump was like trying to get fellatio. I think she bit him. He smacked the crap out of her, like, man, F her. I don't want nothing to do with this. Yeah. It was all types of allegations about Donald Trump abusing women, abusing kids, all that throughout them damn Epstein files, man. Which is insane. Let's not talk about how the Mossad, you know what I mean? They talked about how they had, you know, United States compromised all throughout the Epstein files, talking about how they had people compromised. And this is another thing too. People gotta understand. Go look up Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley went around the world compromising individuals, and Aleister Crowley was a high-ranking Freemason. And what he used to do, he would go to different lodges, learn all the mysticism, you know, read the books, and would take it over. Like, it was times they say he took over, you know what I mean, start doing gay sex rituals in the damn in the Masonic lodge. He was wanted by governments around the world because it was always speculated that he was a spy. And when he came to America, a lot of politicians, a lot of people that had money, they fell in love with him because he was this man that, you know, magician and sorcerer. He was into some real evil acts. And of course, you know, they wanted to get down with him, you know, politicians, things like that. You know what I mean? America runs off of cults. America runs off of cults, Skull and Bones, Freemasonry, Templar Knights, Scottish Rites, all that. They run off of these systems because they don't believe in God like you believe in God. They don't believe in the God that they serve has breasts and has a head of a goat or a golden calf or some owl. You understand what I'm saying? They serve a demon, man. They serve Satan. These people don't believe in God. So how the hell can you ever believe the words that come out of these people's mouths? Again, we're seeing that they dealing with kids. This should be the biggest warning to any Black, Hispanic, Native American to never trust these politicians. Because the good heart that you have, they don't have the same thing. They not capable of love. They done sold their soul a long time ago. They done gave, what Cat Williams say? He said, my ass is still a virgin. They listen, man. I got somebody I used to be cool with in the world. He became this big movie. He did movie shows, and now the man is on. He's doing gay porn. Turned out, and it was always speculation that he got down with Diddy, Will Smith, and all of them. And some of the stuff started really making sense once he came out as a homosexual. And he's a blatant homosexual, you understand? And because he wanted the fame. The scriptures say, man, you want that money, you want to be rich, temptation is going to follow with it. Temptation is going to follow with it. So many of us want the money. So many of us want the fame. So many of us want to, I want to be a politician. I want to, listen, man, you want to move up in politics. Next thing, somebody going to drug you. Next thing you know, you're going to be sounding like a Diddy victim. You going, and you know what I mean? Straight up and down. Somebody going to drug you. Hey, you know, we got this video of you giving us all oral sex. You was into it too. You know, they got drugs that's like that, right? This is drug that they have that started out in like the Hispanic countries. And it's like a drug where if you get exposed to it, you can automatically have a handler. They said that this drug is so potent. That's why you can't just go anywhere when you in South America, because they said this drug is so potent that someone got exposed to it. Like they was walking in the street. It's like they were like, yo, you got the map? And then this dust would go into, you know what I mean? You would inhale it. And what would happen is people would now be told, yo, man, take me to your house, man, so we can, you know what I mean? I want to move all the stuff that's in your apartment into my house. I thought I was lying. I thought that they was lying. The person was literally getting interviewed. They said, yeah, man, that drug is so bad. Literally, I got exposed to it. Next thing you know, I'm moving everything that's in my apartment into this moving truck. My neighbors was like, yo, you all right? Yeah, man, I'm just moving all my stuff out. And they said once they got out of it, they like, yo, what happened? Yo, you gave all your belongings to some cats that I don't even never seen you with. That's why they always keep drugs. That's why, you know, chasing that fame, that fortune, that, you know, them riches, it comes with a price, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of those politicians, you know what I mean, that got wrapped up with Epstein and all those other people, they didn't know that was going to happen. But of course, you know, they wanted the fame, you know what I mean? They wanted the fortune, they wanted those positions, they wanted to be an actor, they wanted to be a musician, and they got taken advantage of. You get what I'm saying? A lot of women get taken advantage of in the game. The political game is the same thing. It ain't no different than the music game. You know what I mean? It's just revolving chairs, but those people, they ain't, you know, Jeffrey Epstein was compromising on people. That's why you see how Jewish people get away with a lot. They ain't getting away with a lot for no reason. You got to look at the spirituality of them Jewish people. Go read the Talmud and see how evil they are. They perform circumcisions with their mouth. You understand what I'm saying? They perform circumcisions with their mouth. They bite, they suck on little boys' penises to perform circumcisions. That's nowhere in the Bible, but is in their books because they're homosexuals. They're child predators. That's why you can't never trust your enemies. Go ahead, read what you got.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebellious children. If you ain't listening to anything that I'm saying, you're rebellious. If you think that you can go and go vote, you can go put your trust into these political parties. You know, you can go and do whatever the hell you want to do. The Lord says not to believe that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. To listen to the men of the Lord. because we're the ones that's giving you the knowledge of God. We're literally the voice of the Lord on the face of the earth. You understand? If a man tell you, a man in the I.S.U.P.K tell you, brother, don't go have sex with that whore because sex is marriage, you're going to destroy yourself. Do you understand how many brothers? I know my man's, he just got out of jail. I told him, don't mess with her. If you found out that she's messing around with another dude, the Lord said that don't belong to you. She belonged to him now. And I told him, go get another one. Go focus on you. He didn't do it. He got locked up because he got caught in the moment. Many brothers, we tell them, don't go have sex with them hoes, man. Don't do it. You know what they do? Do it anyway. Then they end up with some disease, some virus, or better yet, child support. Now he's stressing. He going through it because he didn't listen to the men of the Lord. When we tell you to serve the Lord, we're telling you to do it for a reason. So that you can protect yourself, so that you can stay safe, you and your family. Keep reading.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
You don't take counsel from the men of the Lord. So now you're going to take counsel from some idiot on social media. You're going to take counsel from some individual that haven't been brought up in the truth. You're going to do that because you are rebellious. The Most High wants you to take the counsel of him. You go to the priest of the Lord because that's what the priest is here for. We don't, of course, a lot of us don't understand what a priest of the Lord is supposed to do because the Christian church was set up by the white man and the Muslim mosque that was set up also from the Arab man and the Asian man. It takes away the true understanding of the Bible. The priest of the Lord is supposed to be the ones that serve you. You don't serve us. We serve you. We wash your feet. You don't wash ours. You eat first, we eat last. Because that's what the priest of the Lord is supposed to do. Keep going.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
You ain't putting on a cover on the Most High. All that, I put on the armor of Christ, and none of that shit is real. To put on the armor of the Lord, to put on the spirit of the Lord is warfare. What do I mean by warfare? Being prepared to go against Satan, man. Prepared to go against the system. The scriptures say, man, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, right. It's spiritual. That's why you don't see us going out in the streets with guns. Right. Me personally, I got a lot of guns. I'm not gonna go to the street and talk to cops and be like, yeah, man, you I ain't doing none of that. Right. If I'm sitting there seeing something going down, taking place, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to make sure that I can de-escalate the situation without anybody getting hurt. Because I'm making it back home to my family. I hope that they want to do the same thing too. Right. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to allow happen is someone being mistreated. But I understand through my training, being on the Commander Junior YAHANNA, how to deal with these situations. That's why the Black Panthers, people bringing up the Black Panthers, a lot of people want to join the Black Panthers. They want to support it. You putting on the covering of a covering that is not of the Lord. The Lord never told you to go get a firearm and go out and harass police officers. You don't do that. What you do is you come to the men of the Lord, get in your all black, learn how to be a leader the correct way so that you can later lead other men and women. What the hell? You gonna go out, you going out on the street with an AR-15 strapped to your chest, going at it with police. What are you doing? What are you doing? You can be teaching people like we do. And I don't want the Black Panthers to teach anybody because that's our job. It's our job. And then here's another thing. That nigga's an agent. Just last week, that nigga was a blood in a Crip. Other week, he was MLK with a damn suit on. Now he's I'm a Black Panther. No, my fault. Now he's a Black Lion. Everybody thought, no, he's credible. He's credible. Then why none of the elders sign off on what he got going on? And that just right there just showed you the dysfunction in that school. well, into that organization. Straight up and down. Right? Let's keep going. Put on the spirit that is not of the Lord. Keep going.
That they may add sin to sin.
You're gonna add sin to sin. You're gonna want to be a Black Panther, and you're gonna add sin to sin. You're gonna go vote. Oh, I voted more, so I lean more towards Trump. I lean more towards the Democrats. Read that part one more time.
Okay. That they may add sin to sin.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
You had what people vote for these people, right? They go to these politicians. I had somebody tell me today that they was going, some Israelite cat supposed to go down to the White House. He's gonna get a petition and get a bunch of people to sign it. Say, I'm an Israelite, and Donald Trump, if you could, man, can you give us our reparations? I got all these petition names right here. Can you give us our reparations? No, I told that individual that told me that. I said, that is the dumbest thing that you can try to do right now.
Wow.
This man, Donald Trump, is facing an investigation, a relaunching of an investigation on Epstein. You understand? He's facing America turning all Democrat. Do you really think that he wants? And then I was like, he ain't gonna even get a chance to get next to Trump. Saying we're gonna march. Then they said they're gonna march down to the White House. How about they're gonna march down to the damn White House, march down into Egypt, and ask Pharaoh to give us our reparations. So if things go down, I'm going to tell them things is going to happen, and we just need to be protected and prepared. And we're going to invite everybody to come to us. And you thinking like a kid. And I understand that. I mean, I get it, but it ain't going to work.
Right.
But you trying to do it, but you ain't get the counsel from the Lord. You ain't come to the I.S.U.P.K. and get the right breakdown on how to deal with what we got going on in America. You ain't do it. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. And you don't think Black Americans deserve reparations? I think we deserve to see rolling heads down hills of our enemies, brother.
Right.
Tell you straight like that. Forget reparations. I want the world. You know what I mean? Niggas be chasing pussy. I want the power. You know what I'm saying, but I don't want the pussy. I want the power. The hell them damn reparations going to do, man? I want power, man. I want to run the world like Christ said is going to happen when you come back. That's what we should be wanting.
Right.
You understand? I don't give a damn about some damn trinkets. That's chump change to what the Lord trying to give us.
Right.
And now, excuse my language. I didn't say something. Excuse me. Didn't mean to say what I said a little earlier, but just understand what I'm saying. I don't give a damn about trinkets. We shouldn't give a damn about them trinkets. That is trinkets. Oh, here you go, you little reparations right here. No, I want power. I'm not going to sit around and think that we're going to get reparations. You know what I mean? You know how many people do exactly what that brother I said do? All the time. There's somebody right now that is writing petitions and writing Congress and all that to get reparations. They're never going to give it to you. You know who do get reparations? Jewish people. Jewish people get reparations, even though they wasn't even in the damn Holocaust. If they are a descendant of someone that was in the Holocaust, to get money. Your black ass ain't going to get nothing. My black ass ain't going to get a dime. I got to take my ass to work tomorrow. I would be working tonight if I had the energy. I gotta take my ass to sleep. I gotta wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, get my ass ready to go to the gym. So I can after the gym, I'm going to go to work. I'm gonna go clock in. I'm going to work. You understand? I don't want to be there. I'm going to work and go do what I gotta do. And then after I get off of work, you know what I'm gonna have to do? Go right back to work to go make some more money. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to go home to my family, and that's that. I'm not worrying about reparations. I'm worrying about waking up the minds of our people You know what I'm saying? We get reparations. Let me tell you something. People are going to blow through that money. People is going to do idiotic things. Look at the pandemic. Everybody was a big baller during the pandemic. Rolexes, all that. Now they all broke working for Amazon. They was the big, oh yeah, I'm a big stepper. Yeah, they got the rock. They had the ice out chains out, Bob. Remember that? Everybody was riding around the SRTs. All I was like, dang, they getting money. Whole time it was just because they got a little bit of money. And I ain't saying that you can't go, you know, again, if we get reparations, hey, shoot, I'm taking the reparations. I don't wait on it though. I want the power. You know what I mean? I want power. I want to be able to, you know what I mean? Say, hey, man, me and Abad, man, we about to go over here on vacation. But man, after that vacation, man, we're gonna go over to the Virgin Islands. We're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and we just going on vacation for a whole year. Because we're no longer under the white man's rulership. And brother, you will understand this. You had the same feeling, Lord willing. You know what I mean? For all of us, man, we be able to be in the kingdom that Christ said he's going to set up on the face of the earth. And all of these things that's happening and that's coming to pass, these things is all prophecies. The Lord, Christ said, man, hey, you know, y'all want to know the signs of the ends of times? And he said exactly what these times look like. You understand? The beginning of World War III. You know what I mean? Where it's a full-blown war. It's slowly winding up. And Donald Trump, man, he's so stupid. I think he might be the one to do it. He's so dumb. I mean, that dementia is kicking in. I feel like the angel is just pouring it into him a little bit more. Go ahead, Donald. Go ahead, Donald. I got this one right here. Yeah, I'm gonna get him right. Yeah, Donald. Yeah, you forgot his name, Donald. That's why I got the name tag, Donald. There you go. Yeah. Ooh, that dementia kicking in real good. He might do it. Hey, the Lord say this is going to happen. It's going to happen. And the angels is doing their job. The I.S.U.P.K, we got to do ours. Right. It said when you have an economic-based power comes with it. So here's the thing, Hussein. When you look at reparations, right? They don't. I'm gonna tell you another reason why they don't want to give us reparations. Do you know when they gave us that money, that so many businesses closed because black people was like, man, I'm getting damn near $700 a week. $700 a week. Untaxed money. I'm not about to go work at that damn job no more. F that job. I'm about to start my own company. A lot of people started a company because they was getting that COVID money. A lot of people like myself was like, shoot, I know a lot of jobs open. I'm about to go get me some more money. So many jobs started to close down because they didn't have enough workers, and they still ain't been able to have enough workers. You know that? They really stressed out because a lot of people don't want to come and work. I remember when I was a line cook for like 10 years. Right? They just started to pay line cooks over $20 an hour. Do you understand how long, like, I suffered being below that number? I bought that shit was suffering, not, you know what I mean? But if black people, Native Americans, and Hispanics, if we get reparations, I feel as though we just gonna make bad decisions with it because we don't have the knowledge of the Most High. We would get that money. And we would do things. We'd be getting high. You'll see Miami flooded with everybody flooded. People got yachts. Yeah, I got the yacht. And they're gonna blow all their money because they didn't got that money and don't know what the hell to do with it. Now, I'm not saying that shouldn't get a rubber. I'm not saying that. But what I am going to say is that I know for a fact I'm going to see people walking to the store with iced out diamond chains. You know what I mean? Iced out diamond chains. And I'm going to tell you another thing too. Them young boys is going to get more guns. And they're going to have a lot of guns. They're going to be sitting there like, Who wants smoke? Because that's what happened during the pandemic. A lot of them young boys, it was getting that PUA money. It was like, shit, I got this Glock, I got this ARs, all that. And they went crazy. You know what I mean? That was another reason why we had a real crazy spike of gang violence within the years of 2020 to 2024. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those individuals got their hands on guns. They got their hands on that money, and then, guns, drugs, you name it. But when it comes down to reparations, I feel like we do deserve our reparations. I feel like it's long overdue. So it's taxes on it, and I think they know that. Do I ever think they'll give it to us? No, because they need us to be slaves. They need us. It's profitable for us to live paycheck to paycheck, having to struggle. Because if we get a chance, I'm gonna tell you this too, and it's another positive side. If we was to get reparations, you know what happened during the pandemic? People got a chance to just stay home. A lot of companies will just fail. McDonald's will fall. All those fast food restaurants, it will all fall because nobody ain't gonna work there. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people ain't gonna want to work there. They all gonna fall. But here's the thing: our children might get a better chance because the mother and the father can actually be around each other a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of children that was born during the pandemic, that science has said, a lot of these children that was born during the pandemic is very intelligent. They showing real early signs of like super intelligence because the mother was able to properly nurse her child. Any other time, when they got maternity leave, they don't get that much time. They get like at least like a month or two to be able to spend with the child. And, eventually, they got to go back to work. Now that child is either going to be flip-flopping with the other parent or they got to go into daycare. So that nurturing in the beginning stages is very vital to a child. You know what I mean? I got 2 kids. Well, I had 1 kid during the pandemic, right? I had 2. I got 2 kids I had during the pandemic, and I see their development. It's a little bit more advanced. Now, I don't know if it's just my good genes or, you know what I mean? It was just the extra time. But, if we did get that money, a lot of us would be able to stay home more. A lot of us would be able to have family time. And a lot of us be able to reflect on life. That's another thing too. Like, when you constantly working, trying to pay bills, you stressing, you're going to not really reflect on life as much. That's why sometimes, man, you just gotta sit down, take a breather, and just be like, man, a lot going on. You just unwind and just evaluate everything that's going on in your life. But is Jesus God? Dominic, no. Why would God pray to his own self? All right. So I think that's about it. Hey, I thank y'all for tuning in. All right. We're gonna clip it over time. We're gonna clip it. It's on me. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I.S.U.P.K. All right, I.S.U.P.K. We got it bubbling right now. We got so much content coming out, especially on TikTok and Instagram. Our profiles is going crazy. We get a lot of traction on there. We're doing millions of views every year on these platforms. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tap in. You know what I mean? And also get in class and know that the Passover is coming up, man. The first week of April 1st, all the way to April 4th, man. I'm going to be there. I already put my vacation time in. Make sure you put yours in, man. You know what I mean? Make sure I see you down there. It's going to be a real big event. Passover being Saturday, Sunday being the start of the Feast on Unleavened Bread, Friday being the all black party, and it's gonna be lit, man. I gotta find me a good outfit. You know what I mean? last time I went down there, I had the whole Milano black suit. You know what I mean? Now I gotta figure out something else I'm gonna wear. You know what I mean? But we got Thursday. I think Thursday is the scripture breakdown class. There's so much going on down there. It's Texas. You know what I mean? We gonna hit the clubs, all that, man. We're gonna be out there, man. So tap in. You know, I.S.U.P.K. 57th annual Passover. You know what I mean? Make sure you pay your Passover fee, man. That's gonna go right back to the school. You know what I mean? So we can get this cracking. With that being said, man, I thank y'all with that. Shalom. You good? Yeah.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.